wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Check, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry for spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, Black Sun, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you guys are having a wonderful Friday. You already know what it is, boy, back again. I was going to do a watch party. I mean, not a watch party. Hell no, not for that game. I was going to do a post-game show after the game, but it was already too late. Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it in the morning. So now we're here. And once again, I try to tell y'all, everybody don't talk about everything. Okay, I just want to be very clear about that. There ain't too many people that talks about everything. And we talk about everything over here on OFFSCRIPT. So, gotta give touche to touche. Let me say this before I get into some stuff. I enjoyed the game. It was a little rough in the first half, but I enjoyed the game. Shout out to my boy Gents. I've been having this merch. Shout out to my boy Gents from Paho State. I told you, I rock with the players. Alums and fans, I'm good. Right? So, but very interesting game. I'm going to talk about the game. And we're going to get into that. I got a couple stuff I gotta get off my chest real quick before we get into the game. So bear with me, A&M fans. I know you guys want to talk about it. Call lines are already open, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Yeah. You're right. I don't want to hear nothing, Reese. No, I got your text messages, Reese. Oh, Xavier Layford runs the offense way better. I don't want to hear no Quincy Casey out your mouth. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. So move along, Reese. Move along. Skedaddle. Okay? Skedaddle. I don't want to hear none of that. I got the text messages. Don't play with me. All right. Before we get into today's show, let's talk. Right? Because people, I really don't understand why people keep trying me. Like, how many times do I gotta ether people on this platform to understand? Don't mess with me, right? You got Doc Holliday and the stuttering controversy, right? Got to put you in your place. And then I got back in the day, you had Cinnamon with Vic Flair. You had all the people that I fried up early in my career on this platform, right? I mean, that's what I do, right? I do this. So listen, I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say no names. I ether Ty. I ether Jet. I ether people. That's what I do. Right? Don't play with me. So listen, I'm just giving warnings. I'm not saying no names. You know who you are. All I'm going to do is show you the content that I'm working with just to let you know, stop playing with me. First thing first. And if you know them, listen, sir, come listen. I don't know which is smaller, right? The hat or your head. The button, the button, sir, the button. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Like, you be on Twitter talking hella stuff. Look at the picture and don't act like I couldn't go for a good 30 minutes just cooking you. Right? Let's not do that. I'm just going to leave it alone. Like I said, I'm not going to say no names. I don't want nobody to say I'm out here cyberbullying. I'm just going to show you what I got, and I'm going to just keep it pushing. Now you, sir, you can't be serious. You, Mr. Unibrow, Anthony Davis getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars. What is your reasoning? Is this what we doing? Is this what we doing today? But y'all want to jump slick. Y'all want to jump slick and talk sideways on Twitter like I can't go find pictures. Right? Over here looking like Mu Gamma. I don't know what you've been told, but that's the Mu Gammas is in this house. I don't know what you've been told, but that's the Mu Gammas is in this house. What are we talking about? Really? This is what we doing today? Stop it. Stop it. I'm not with the foolishness. Don't at me. Don't come sideways. You're not ready for this. And I keep telling y'all, you're not ready for this. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Okay? I want to make that very clear. I ain't putting no names on nothing. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, you don't. All I'm going to say is this. Stop playing with me. It's my only warning shot. It's my only warning shot. That's all I'm leaving. I'm just leave it alone. I'm going to just leave it alone. Okay? I'm going to just leave it. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to just leave it alone. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's get into some real conversation, right? I saw this on Twitter. And I thought this was absolutely genius. by Colorado. It says, to celebrate Colorado's tight end Michael Harrison's 2-touchdown game last week, in the Colorado NIL store released limited edition shirts commemorating the moment. He'll pocket between $6 to $15 on every sale. Now, mind you, this tight end is a walk-on at Colorado. So my thing is this, right? And I won't say all business. I'll rephrase my words, because some people said, Scotty, you're being a little harsh with the all business. So I'll give you that, right? I absolutely give you that. I'll say this. HBCUs have to be more creative in how you market your players, right? Because what I'm saying is this. If you want to, the thing that bugs me is this. You'll tell me, Scotty, don't nobody have more fans than us. Scotty, don't nobody do this more than us. We care about this. We care about that. We do all this. But you got to show your players that you care, right? Because they are your word of mouth. They are your brand. They know other players. So and my examples are these. These are my examples. Now think about these shirts. I just want you to think about these shirts and how it could have benefited the players, right? FAMU, after you beat Jackson, if you would have had a shirt, Marcus Riley and Shareed are still running wild at the OBC. Do you know how much money Alabama's would have made? Do you see? And this is the thing. These are, if you know how to do business, they're all pre-order sales. You get with a company like Merch Pack. Shout out to Merch Pack. That's the one that did the Kofi shirts, right? You get with the company like Merch Pack. You come up with the idea, right? And you tell your fans it's pre-order, right? You pre-order it, and then they get the players get the money or whatever, so the school doesn't have to hold the inventory, right? There's no inventory. So it's like that. So when you got to be creative, because you could do it every single game. You could literally do it every single game and have a commemorative shirt for that game. Or like if you want to do it for big games like homecoming, whoever was the star player of the game, right? You make them a commemorative shirt, and you just pre-order it. So it doesn't matter if you only sell 30 or 40 of them, or if you sell 1,500 of them. The school doesn't have to hold the inventory. That is all it is. And then you go with Trayvon Connolly, keeping the streak alive after he came back and beat. Now, I don't know, listen, you're only going to get about 12 sales, okay? PV only got about 15 fans. So you only get about 12 sales. You're going to get about 10 or 15 sales. That's about it. So I don't know if you should be making shirts for Prairie View, but let's just move it on. Alabama State. You can make a shirt, Keyshawn Johnson, our guy is just better than your guy. Because if we're being real, that's the only guy you got. You know what I'm saying? And then Hampton, you simply say, Burks is still running on Howard, or whatever you want to put. That is how you make a commemorative shirt to give to your fan base, to talk smack or whatever, but you're bigging up the player. All right? You're bigging up the player of what the situation is, so that player feels he's like, I'm a superstar here at HBCU. Yeah, they love me. Yeah, it's my people, but I'm a legit superstar. I got my own commemorative shirt. It's something that they can keep forever to remember the game. You know what I'm saying? If it's their family members or whatever. And if I'm FAMU, I would definitely be doing it because half the kids are from Tallahassee. If I'm FAMU right now, I would be like Tallahassee strong and put all the players from Tallahassee on the shirt. Marcus Riley, Nick Dixon, Yance, Tallahassee strong, right? I'm giving you freebies. I'm a walking genius right now. And you don't have to buy anything. You just get with Merch Pack, who is a FAMU alum. You get with him. He makes the shirt. He designs it. You pre-order it, and it goes crazy. Come on, man. It ain't hard. It's not hard. It just boggles my mind that all y'all talk about is how, we love our football and we love this and we love that. Then show the players, because that's money in the player's pocket. That's easy money. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm sorry if I'm picking on FAMU. Listen, FAMU people buy more merchandise than I can tell. They buy more green and them colors are so gaudy, but they will buy something green and orange in a heartbeat. Okay. And Jackson State fans too. Have you ever noticed Jackson State fans? They got the most simplest shit, and they like old school Jordans. They just keep bringing it back out like that ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Oh, block with a J. Oh, another block with a J. Oh, what we're gonna do is put the albino with the weird looking tiger on it, and we'll buy it again. Like, come on, man. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So all I'm saying, and then listen, and one thing about FAMU, if they know it's going to go to the team, if they know it's going to go to the players, they'll be all for it. They'll be all for it. They'll just buy a shirt just to support the player because they want the players to feel like, hey, when you come to FAMU, when you come to Jackson, when you come to Southern, we care about what you got. We care about you, right? That's the thing. And I just feel like the lack of creativity in the space is going to be the detriment. And I feel like you need to get more creative. Stop saying what you cannot do and just trying something new. That's why I love Dr. Paul Bryan. What he doesn't talk about what he can't do. He just keeps coming up with shit that they gonna do. Absolutely. Alabama State varsity can make that stuff for Keyshawn Johnson. Varsity, or I love varsity stuff, matter of fact. Varsity can make a shirt for Keyshawn Johnson and make it an NIL deal to where he gets a percentage off of it. Y'all buy everything else. Buy stuff from that. So I'm just saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I'm gonna just leave it alone. That really bothered me. But let's get into the post game. I know what them A&M fans came to talk about. They came to talk about a W. Let's talk about it, right? Let's start off, right? UAPB, 242 yards passing, rushing 78 yards, a total of 320 yards. Listen, I have been super high on Macon. It should have been 3 touchdowns. He threw the guy, he hit him dead. He hit him dead in the face mask, and he dropped it. Now, I'm going to tell you. I'm not here to tell you that I wanted UAPB to win because I picked A&M because I got to get back in the picks with Perry. And I made sure I called Perry and said, I got one. All right. So I wasn't really rooting for UAPB. But I do like Jalen Macon. And if you watch the game with Jalen Macon, he's a star. He is a flat out star. You get what I'm saying? So if you give him time, I mean, if you really watch the game, if you saw how it was like A&M was just blitzing Macon straight up the A gap, and all Macon would do is sidestep, move. I mean, he's like the black Big Ben. He's hard to get down. No homo, right? So what I'm saying is UAPB has something. I think he's better. I know Mekhi Higgins is better, but Jalen Macon is the better quarterback. But the difference is this. A&M's DBs are ass. I'm just here to tell you that. Alabama A&M's DBs are atrocious. Mark Beeson is like, he's good. He's like flirting on good and average. But the rest of them jokers, yeah, they not good. They ain't not good. They not good at all. They not good. But Jalen Macon he's definitely a star. He's definitely a star. So they definitely need to be getting in UAPB as a team. They remind me of the Vincent Dancy the Valley teams of Vincent Dancy. Like those UAPB is that type of team. Like they're real scrappy, they'll fight, they have talent. They just got to learn how to put it all together. It's not a team that you just walk in saying, this is not the UAB of last year, of where you're literally just walk in with your eyes closed and say, we'll beat them, right? Even though Alabama State lost to them. UAPB is a very, very, very scrappy team. And I would just tell people to be very mindful when you see UAPB on your schedule. You can't get got. Don't play with it. All right? Now, going to Alabama A&M. Passing yards, 328. Rushing yards, 177. Total of 505 yards. Listen, the start of the game, you already know what it is. Start of the game, you already know what it is. Listen, I tweeted last night, don't say shit to me about Quincy Casey for the whole week. For the whole week, I'm good. I'm good for the week. I don't people be like, oh, Scotty's UAPB. No. We're not going to go with that one. We're not going to do that one. Because now if it was Valley or Bethune-Cookman, I'll give you that. I'll be like, all right, it's just Valley. Just Bethune-Cookman. I'll give you that. UAPB, nah, I can't give you that one, pimp. They played Tennessee State hard. They played Tulsa hard. Nah, I can't give you that one. Not when Alabama A&M was barely putting up points against Alabama State and all them jokers. Not going to give you that. Not going to give it to you. So I'm going to take this 328. I'm going to take these 3 tubs, and I'm going to take this 0 INTs, and we're going to go to the crib. We're going to go to the crib with that one. All right? So my thoughts and takeaways for the game. I have never, listen, I still think Maynard needs to be fired. I want to be very clear about that. I just want to be very clear about that, right? I want to be very clear. UAPB is a better team than South Carolina State. I just want to be very clear about that. So if anybody wants to compare the two with Jason Brown and all that, I see what you're saying, Cook, but yeah, UAPB is a better team than South Carolina State. Anyway, let me say this. I still think Maynard needs to be fired. That fake 4th down punt, absolutely stupid. I don't get listen, if you're going to go for it, just leave your off. If it's anything over 4th and 5 and you're trying to go for it, leave your offense on the field. He needs to let that fake punt shit go. Or at least be more creative in the fake punt department because it is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Stop doing it, Maynard. Stop it. Right? And even in the sense, Maynard was still trying to and I was giving Maynard credit. I was like, ooh, I liked in the last minute of the game, he went Wildcat. I thought that was genius. I thought it was pure genius. I was like, great. He went Wildcat with the minute left. You don't got to worry about the handoff. You don't have to worry about a pass. We gonna hold this thing. We gonna run it. Smart. I liked it. Great. I think it was great. I think that was great play call. And then right when I was giving this man his kudos, it's 4th and 2. You shift, trying to draw them offsides to end the game. You end up snapping the ball, and the ball, listen, punt the ball. I'm sorry. Just punt the ball. Make them go 80 to 90 yards with 18 seconds left. Are we kidding? What are you smoking? Like, I do not understand that. Just get the punt the ball. I'll tell my punter, punt that. I don't give a damn if you punt it 20 yards. Just punt the ball out of bounds, right? Don't let number 4 get a chance to touch it. That boy Lloyd from UAPB, that kid is special. We're going to get into that. Punt the ball away. Okay? Just punt the damn ball away. That was dumb. And then on the flip side, me and Blue texting after the game, and I'm like, bro, why didn't Hampton work the sidelines to get the pass closer to do a Hail Mary? Like you got Jalen Macon trying to throw it 60 yards in the air, and you saw he couldn't get it there. So it's not a Hail Mary if you can't get it there. So I didn't agree with that. So just some last minute stuff that was a problem. I keep telling y'all this. Listen. Alabama A&M's front seven is pretty darn good. Now, I don't know what happens when they actually get to the quarterback. They like forget how to tackle. They just start grabbing and grasping and slipping off. And I'm like, bro, just wrap the Bama up and take them down. I mean, like literally just wrap them up and take them down. But I keep trying to tell y'all, Alabama A&M's front seven is nice. That's why UAPB cannot run the ball. That's why Southern couldn't run the ball very well. Like UAPB has a great front seven, probably top 4 in the SWAC, right? With Zarion Hayes, with number 54, with the linebackers. Just a better front seven, right? I like their front seven a lot. So don't sleep on that. The thing about it is you have to be able to block it up to really take advantage of their DBs. Now, that's where Alabama A&M's weak link is the secondary. If you can get the time to run the ball, if you can get the time to throw the ball over your head, you're good. You're absolutely straight. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that is the strength of that's the weakness of Alabama A&M. Overall, I think the game was a great game. The second half was really good. The second half was really, really good. I mean, I love the play calling by DT in the second half. I thought he got Quincy into a good rhythm, easy throws, and a couple times I think Quincy just hit the check down instead of holding the ball a little too long. He took a couple unnecessary sacks. But the biggest thing is he didn't fumble the ball in the sacks, and he didn't throw an INT. He almost threw an INT, hit the safety when he was trying to go across the middle, hit the safety, but that was neither here nor there. Let me say this last point. Terrell Gardner is special. And I don't know. This is the part of football that really bothers me. Sometimes you just got to find ways to get your playmakers the ball. And Terrell Gardner is that guy. He's that guy. He needs at least 10 touches. I don't care if it's a jet sweep. I don't care if it's a bubble screen. I don't give a damn if it's a slant, a hitch, whatever. He needs targets and he needs touches. He's probably the best player on your team next to Eaglin. Eaglin doesn't look that explosive to me like he did last year. He looks a little sluggish. I don't know why. But if you're talking about the best playmaker on Alabama A&M, it's Terrell Gardner. It's not even close. It's Terrell Gardner, and it's not even close. And he, to me, is the only wide receiver that could have been a part of the former Outlaws with Hilaire, OJ, Juice, and all them boys. Terrell Gardner is the only dude on that squad right here, right now, that you could be like, yeah, he could have played with Akil Glass. Because he's just that good. He's just that special. And the fact of the matter is that I get he does punt returns. I get all that. They have to find more ways to get the ball in his hands. He's just too dynamic. And what bothers me, once again, when I see offensive play callers not figure out ways to get him the ball. I don't give a damn if you put him in the backfield and have him run swing routes. Just give him the ball and figure out a way to make it work. All right? It's not hard. It's really not. It's really, really, really not. Run bubble screen. Run bubble swing. Just give him the ball. Just find a way to get him the ball. He should have at least 8 to 10 targets a game. At least. Now, I can't tell you if he's going to catch them all. I can't tell you if Quincy going to hit them all. But he needs at least to get about 8 to 10 targets and at least 10 touches a game. I don't know how. Figure it out. That's what you get paid to do. Figure it out. Let's talk about this attendance, shall we? A&M, you're falling into the PV category. I mean, damn. Like, that joker was empty. I mean, you couldn't get the students to come out? I mean, goddamn, like, it's a Thursday. You couldn't get students to come out to the game? I mean, what we talking about? The band, it was like the band and everybody, like, it was literally the band. Let's call it what it was. Literally the band, right? And I know I'm not expecting the stadium to be filled on a Thursday. I get it. But Jesus Christ, what is your student body population? Could they not be at the game? I'm just saying, man. The stadium is on campus. Literally, you could walk your happy ass to the game. And come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't really know what to tell you. It wasn't a good look. It just wasn't a good look at all. Thursday night, ESPN, and that joker was empty. I'm talking about like empty. I was about to say something that was inappropriate, but I'm not going to say that. Let me say this, because I think next week is Alabama A&M's homecoming. Let me say this. A&M, I'm going to tell you right now, defensively, Tuskegee isn't very scary. Offensively, I'm telling you, listen, your DBs are trash. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm telling you and listen, if I'm telling you right now, Antonio Meeks, if you Bamas do not double team Antonio Meeks, he will go off. He will go off. I'm talking about at least over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So you better figure out who's guarding Antonio Meeks. You better figure out who's going to keep a quarterback spot. See, the thing about A&M is that front seven, right? That front seven is pretty good. I can't lie. It is pretty good. So Tuskegee's going to have a hard time running the ball, in my personal opinion. But throwing that thing, they're not going to have too hard of a time unless they don't have no time to throw. I think the only thing that saves A&M in this game or in the homecoming game is just that Tuskegee's defense isn't really that good. It just really isn't. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tuskegee makes it a game. I don't think you guys are going to blow them out. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't think it's going to be like 30-6 or nothing like that. I don't know. Hell no. Nah. It might be like 28-24. It might be 21-28. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, Antonio Meeks, you better remember the name. I'm just telling you, that's the kid. His number is 15. I'm telling you. If the ball go his way, just hold your breath, because I'm telling you, something is going to happen. I'm just telling you that right now. So yeah, I'm just telling you right now. And Fly Gracey is right. That's the one thing about Tuskegee is just their defense. That run defense is not good. I wouldn't be surprised if Egan goes over 100 yards easily. So if I was Tuskegee, I'm gonna load the box and Quincy Case is gonna have to beat me. Not saying he can't. I'm just saying he's going to have to beat me. That's just how I'm going to play the game, because I'm not going to let Donovan Eaglin go for 177 yards or 160 yards or whatever you went for. I'm not going to do that. Call-ons are open, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124 if you want to talk about the game. Other than that, man, I thought it was a good game. Maynard needed this. Maynard and Dooley are on week-to-week contracts. He needed this game. And I'm telling you, if UAPB scores, the thing that killed UAPB was the fumble. The fumble that they were in the red zone and Jalen Macon, number 54, came around and punched the ball out. That hurt them. And the drop touchdown pass that Macon threw to the running back, that hurt him as well. Because it could have been a very, very, very different game. And I'm telling you right now, Maynard is on the hot seat. He's on a week to week. I'm telling you, he's on a week to week. It's a couple games he cannot lose. He can't lose homecoming, and he lose Match City Classic. He's damn near fired. I'm just saying that right now. He lose the Match City Classic. He's damn near fired. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Rocky, coming to you.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
What's going on?
Man, I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I did make money on it because, I did take UAPB and the 10 points, right?
Yeah.
But this is what I want to ask you, bro. Why was the game so close? Because statistically, I can't make sense of what the game should have been a clear blowout.
Penalties. I think A&M had like over 115 yards of penalties.
So they should have covered the 10, huh?
You know what? I would say yes. Yes, because I'm so glad you brought that up, Rocky. The red zone offense, atrocious. Oh my God, the red zone offense by Alabama A&M. I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, Quincy, stop throwing the fade. Like I swear to God, I'm over here yelling. They just trying to throw this fade ball, and I'm like, stop it. You don't have D. Anderson. You don't have Abdul. Stop it. Stop. And I think it led them to like 2 field goals. They had to get 2 field goals because of that. So yeah, the red zone offense was just atrocious.
And this is and I'm gonna tell you my theory behind taking UAPB, right? It wasn't very sophisticated, right? It was simply the fact that SWAC teams tend to play down to their competition. Even if A&M was better, there's a tendency to play down to their competition, in my opinion, when it's SWAC on SWAC. Other than Jackson State, man, the last couple of years, a lot of games have been competitive. Well, Jackson State and FAMU, because FAMU done got the best of somebody a few times too. But most games are competitive. Would you agree with that, Scott?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. If I'm being honest with you, this game didn't seem like A&M was just miles better than UAPB. And if I'm being honest, I don't think A&M was playing down. Watching the game with my 2 eyes, like they're not, A&M isn't special. Like they have 2 players. They have Terrell Gardner and Donovan Eaglin. That's it. You take one of them 2 out the game, or especially Eaglin, you're gonna make Quincy Casey have to go be a star. And I don't think he doesn't have the talent at the wide receiver position to always go be a star. So it takes a lot of creativity wise in like play calling and eye discipline and stuff like that to get them to get up and win. A&M is not going to out talent anybody. And UAPB on the back end does have some talent. So if I'm being 100 with you, I don't think A&M is just head and shoulders better than UAPB. Like if you watch the game, and I watched it again this morning, I didn't see it. I didn't see where A&M was just head and shoulders better. Now their front 7 was just better than UAPB's O-line. That flat out. Their D-line was just better than UAPB's O-line, flat out. But other than that, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Well, whenever I look at whenever I look at a game and how it kind of pans out statistically, right, I look at really 2 things to kind of determine kind of what the game was like. I look at completion percentage, right? Mm-hmm. So that kind of tells you how efficient the quarterback was, right? And then I look at total rushing yards. And when you look at just those 2 stats, it was no contest. You know what I mean? Because the UAPB quarterbacks were, they didn't have very good completion percentages. Quincy Casey threw for like 80-some% completion percentage. They didn't have, I don't even think UAPB had 100 yards rushing, and A&M had 177. So when you look at that, that should have been a clear blowout. But then when I go look at the statistics, look at the kind of like the game summary, I see that for a large majority of the game, A&M was down. You know what I mean?
It worked.
Makes sense, and I just wanted to get your take on about what happened and how were they able to keep it so close during the statistical mismatch or blowout.
I mean, watching the game, it just seemed like an ebb and flow type of game. It didn't seem like if I'm being honest, it seemed like UAPB had the momentum most of the game, most of the first half. It seemed all UAPB. See, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes the statistics don't tell the story, because I can let you go up and down the field, but if you don't score touchdowns, I win. And that's really what it came down to, is that A&M was getting field goals and UAPB was getting touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? So I can let you go 80 yards for a field goal.
Was UAPB given shorter fields than Alabama A&M?
Well, they had a fumble like early, like the first drive of the first play of the game. Quincy throw a hitch, the dude fumbled, and then UAPB turned into a touchdown. So then they up 7-0 off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So I think the running back turned it over one more time, but that was about it. But I can't. It's hard to explain. But like, if you watch the game, UAPB had the momentum. Like they literally had the momentum the whole game until the second half, and then A&M kind of caught their win, and it was like a back and forth type of thing. A&M would score, UAPB would score. A&M would score, UAPB would score. And then when UAPB was going up to tie it again, the quarterback fumbled in the red zone. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how the game went. It literally was like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think A&M played down. If anything, I think UAPB was just a formidable opponent. You know what I'm saying? And to me, what made the game even weirder was that UAPB couldn't run the ball very effectively and still was getting big chunk plays. Like, it was just crazy. So yeah, it was a good game though. It was a real good game.
Hey man, last thing before we go, man. What about Trayvon Diggs, bro? Can we catch a break, man?
Dog, that jank hurt my feelings, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I saw it come across my Twitter, I'm like, what the F, man? I'm like, this is Super Bowl or bust year with this team. But listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. Deron Bland, I think, can handle it. I'm not going to say he's going to be good, but because I think Wanye Thomas, I would take Wanye Thomas in the slot, in the nickel, before Jordan Lewis. That's just my personal opinion. I think Wanye Thomas is that guy. So I don't really mind Deron Bland, but now you know who they're going to pick on. They're going to pick on Deron Bland.
And you know what? And this is the last thing, Scotty, and I'll let you go for real. He blew out his ACL the same week that Anthony Brown got cut, and I hope for sure we don't bring Anthony Brown back under any goddamn circumstances to the Cowboys. And I'm just be dumb, and I'll set a shout out to listen, because Anthony Brown should not be on any NFL team ever again. He played for us way too long, and anyway, I hope for sure we don't bring.
Yeah, I'm good on Anthony Brown. He made the money he need to make. Appreciate the call, Rock. Yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, that really hurt me, Cowboys, but you know. It is what it is. That's football. It happens. Who UAPB got next? Oh, UAPB got Southern next. I might have to go for the upset on that one. I know A&M was supposed to knock him off. But I think UAPB, this is why I think UAPB can knock them off, because UAPB has the corners, and Southern, exactly. First of all, it's a trap game because they got FAMU the week after next. So, and then we know that's an ass whooping. So they better get this win. So just me personally, I think UAB can pull it out, and it's at Arkansas. And it's in UAPB. It's at home for UAPB. I'm just saying. It could be something. I'm just saying. DBs for UAPB are not bad. UAPB has to be able to run the ball. If they can run the ball against Southern, I think, and let me say this. Listen to me. Alonzo Hampton, if you're watching this, number 4, Lloyd, needs to get the ball. Because if we're being honest, let's keep it a buck. Everybody who watched the game, UAPB should have started on the 50-yard line like 6 times on kickoff return. Lloyd is that number 4. He's that special. If it wasn't for the holding penalties on kickoff return, UAPB would have started on the 50-yard line every time. Every time. Okay, so I'm telling you, the kid is special. They just got to stop holding. So I think number 4 needs to get involved with the offense a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. So that's it. Man, that boy different. That boy Lloyd different. That boy number 4 different. He different. He different. All right, listen, Perry was mad. I called Perry. Well, Perry called me. I texted him. I was like, got one, right? Because he picked UAPB. I picked A&M because I flipped right before the show was over. And he was like, see, man, that's why I don't freaking pick UAPB. Because they don't never do right. I'm like, hey, man, listen. Gotta get one. So Southern defense going to save them. I want to see what this offense is going to look like. I'm curious to see what this Southern's offense is going to look like, because if Southern can run the ball as well as A&M did, UAPB doesn't have a chance. UAPB don't have no chance, because I mean, you can't give a team both. You can't let a team run on you and throw on you. You got to take something away. So if they can stop Southern's running attack and make Harold Blood beat them, now it's a game. Listen, for me, I'm always, the way the SWAC is, I'm always going to challenge the quarterback to beat me. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I'm always going to challenge the quarterback to beat me. It's just that simple. I'm never going to allow the running game to beat me. I would put my cheerleaders in the box before I let a SWAC running back go over 100 yards on me. I swear to God, man, we going to look like goal line. It's damn near going to be goal line. First, that goal line. Goal line defense. Second, goal line defense. Third, goal line defense. You're not about to run on me. You're not about to run on me. I'm going to make your quarterback beat me. It's just that simple. Dion did it for 2 years. I'm a man up. I'm going to blitz the hell out you. And I hope my guys can get there and tackle. It's very simple. Very simple. So gotta make Blood throw, man. Gotta make Blood. And let me say this. I'm glad you brought that up, Serve. A&M did this to UAPB, and Jay kept bringing it up. He kept saying, like, man, A&M is just going man across the board, single high safety. Alonzo Hampton and that offensive staff didn't do no run play. Like, okay, let me say this. I know I keep jumping around. The play that Jalen Macon fumbled on, he looked at the boundary instead of looking at the field. The field is where his numbers were. He had 3 receivers over here. The middle receiver did a Texas angle route, came wide open. He's looking at the boundary. Number 54 comes around, punches the ball out. He fumbles it. He looks to the field. He's probably walking into the end zone, or at least picking up the first down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that was a bad call. And UAPB's offensive coordinator, he didn't do no rub routes. He didn't do no mesh routes. He didn't do any of that. He literally just had them line up and run. And once again, those are the things that you see with offensive coordinators in the SWAC that they don't take advantage of. Like, listen, if you're an offensive coordinator, you should be licking your chops at man. You want to go man to man against me? I would sub any receiver out, put number 4 in, put him in the slot, and we're running a wheel route. We running a rub wheel route, and I'm throwing it to number 4. And I'm telling Jalen Macon, hey, Lan, we not looking at nobody else. Throw it to that skinny fast Bama right over there. I'm going to tell you to say hike. I'm going to tell you to look off the safety to the right, and then come back to the left and throw it to that skinny fast Bama over there on the left. Throw it to him. That's what man to man. You want that. You want that. Come on, man. Got to do better. Got to do better. How do you feel about UAPB O-line home against Southern? How can they influence the game plan to handle the pressure? if I'm being honest, Taj Brown is a problem. So going back and looking at that game with A&M, you got to figure out a way to either run at Taj Brown. You have to make Taj Brown make decisions, right? So good example. I'm a perfect example. I'm not comparing Taj Brown to James Houston. Let me just say that, okay? They're not the same. Not the same. But they are impactful, okay? He's not on James Houston's level, but Taj Brown is impactful. And what did teams start to do later in the season? I option off of Taj Brown. I run at Taj Brown. I make Taj Brown I don't let him just shoot up the field. I screen Taj Brown. I do all those things towards Taj Brown. So you either attack Taj Brown or you go away from Taj Brown. But at the end of the day, it has to start and begin with Taj Brown and then work your way up to Jalen Campbell. Those are the two guys that you got to be like, okay, where are they at? You know what I'm saying? So Taj Brown, you got to know where he's at all times. And you either got to make him make decisions. So I would go back and look at the A&M game if I'm UAPB and just see and find ways of how they attack Taj Brown, how Taj Brown, how he impacted the game in certain ways and certain things. So that's what I would do. Any watch parties tomorrow? FAMU, Alabama State! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. FAMU, Alabama State. That's the watch party tomorrow. All right. That pass Q through the 6 down the field was beautiful. Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. 28-25 coming to you.
All right, what up, Scotty?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
BK in Arkansas. I've called you a couple times. I got a couple kids on UAPB.
Okay.
I didn't make it to the game last night. I almost turned over a table in my house. So my wife beat me too. And she turned that thing over. And I know Jalen is listed as a freshman, but he really a junior.
Yeah, because he played when Skylar Perry was there, and he played.
Yeah, he came in when my boys came in in their class.
Yeah, he's special though.
He's a good player.
He's good.
A really good player, but and he ain't been helped. Those receivers, they dropping pass. They dropped the pass in Tennessee. They should, 3 of them in Tennessee. And then, like you say last night, the ball hit the boy in the face. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. The defense is playing better than they was. The secondary is playing better, and they will play better. Last night, one of my twins who started at safety, he didn't play because he has a concussion. He missed the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And my other twin that played corner, who starts for them, he messed his knee up in practice, so he made the trip, but they only played him for 1 play.
Wow.
So reinforcements is coming. And the starting running back, he hurt. But I ain't got nothing negative to say about A&M or Pine Bluff. I'm just happy that we are competing, and I can see brighter days.
No,
so UAPB, let's go.
I love it. And the thing thing about UAPB that bothers me is they had a guy from Maryland last year when they played Oklahoma State. I couldn't remember the kid's name or his number, but he was nasty. I'm like, what happened to that kid? He was a wide receiver, short, had dreads.
He transferred. He transferred. Him and Britton, the running back, they jumped in the portal. He plays for who he plays? It's another school on our level. He shouldn't have left. But just like Britton, he shouldn't have left. He left. He's the 6th running back at Taunton now.
Woo!
So we could have got those 2 guys back. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that kid from Maryland. That kid from
Maryland.
Raekwon, that's his name.
Rise, I promise you.
Raekwon
they
Prince.
Play better.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. But
he's nice.
Hey, I don't have too much to say, man. I just want to say go UAPB and just know, hey, reinforcements on the way, and the rest of the SWAC West better be ready to play. We ain't homecomings no more.
Yeah, that's facts.
We're not homecoming.
I definitely give you that.
Homecoming. And if our offensive coordinator would stop getting nervous and getting conservative, that Tennessee State game would have been out of hand. And so it wouldn't have came down to a blocked field goal, But I'm not complaining about nobody else because, like I said, I still got kids there. I don't want no smoke. So don't need nobody on the bench because I said something.
Oh,
so, hey,
man.
Coach Hampton, let's go, baby. I'm running, baby. I'm with us.
All right, appreciate the call, man. He said, I don't want no smoke. I want my kids on the bench. That's real. But nah, listen, if they could have take your L like a man, Perry. Take your L like a man, my boy. Take your L like a man. But nah, if they could have kept Raekwon Prince with the number 4 kid, y'all wouldn't want to see UAPB. I'm trying to tell you. You wouldn't want to see UAPB if they were able to keep Raekwon Prince and Lloyd and number 6 and Britton. If they was able to keep them guys, and if I was them guys, I would try to come back to UAPB. Now I don't know if Hampton, I don't know if Alonzo, he seemed real powerful type of coach, like real fiery, like nah, you wasn't with us, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't shooting with us in the gym type coach, you know what I'm saying? So he might not let you back on the team, but if they was able to keep Raekwon Prince, hey, that kid was something. That kid was special. That kid was absolutely special. So yeah, I like it. I like it. But I'm telling you, if I'm a Southern fan right now, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on UAPB. Don't go into that game thinking you just gonna walk. You just gonna walk out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, just don't think you're gonna walk out in UAPB and you're just gonna beat them. It ain't you know, roll the ball out or we just Southern. Nah, that ain't gonna work no more. I'm just telling you that right now. It ain't gonna work no more. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna put up 21 points on y'all. They're gonna at least put up 21 points on y'all. So it just is what it is. So I'm just tell you that right now. Huh? No. So, yep, that's what it is. But all right, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Gotta go. Listen, until next time, tomorrow, FAMU, Alabama State, watch party. I don't know if there's any other games that I'm gonna do a watch party for. I'm gonna have to check it out. But until next time. That's a guarantee now. That's a guarantee. UAPB gonna win that game. Valley ass. Valley is absolutely ass. I don't care about no Georgia State beating Coastal. I don't care. I don't care about no Georgia State. So, listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless. Shout out to my boy Quincy Casey for the dub.